Here's my video about inclusive leadership, race, class, access, gender, and equality. For part one of my video, I will start by summarizing two different resources that I found. The first one will be a webinar from Ken Blanchard, Refiring in All Areas of Your Life, 4 Essential Strategies. The second resource that I found is an article called Leadership for Social Justice and Equality, Weaving a Transformational Framework and Pedagogy. The first area that Ken Blanchard talks about for refiring areas of your life is taking care of yourself emotionally. He talks about the importance of building relationships with people in all areas of your life and how important it is to move outside the inner circle and form bridges in areas at work, with your family, with your neighbors, just in all different areas of your life, just making sure that you're building those relationships. The second area that Blanchard talks about is taking care of yourself intellectually. He discusses the importance of staying focused, participating in mentorships with older people with younger people with older people, and just to have an open mind about learning new things. The third area of taking care of oneself is physically. It's important to create a healthy sense of well-being, and part of that is eating healthy and getting plenty of exercise. Lastly, Blanchard talks about spirituality. He really talks about the importance of moving the focus off of yourself, letting go of this sense of self-ego or pride, or even if you're carrying around a little bit of self-doubt, it's important to just let that go and stop thinking that it's all about you all the time, and focusing in on things that are beyond just you. My second resource that I'm going to talk about is a journal article about leadership for social justice and equity, and how important it is to allow education to be transformational. And for this one, the author talks about how it's much like weaving a loom, and specifically for principals, it's important for them to weave a tapestry of social justice, she says, where values and beliefs and worldviews are intertwined with learning theories and practical applications. In order to weave this tapestry, it becomes important to align beliefs and actions to the population that's being served. And it's also important to encourage leadership programs to move beyond just teaching basic leadership skills and to participate in diversity activities such as diversity panels, cross-cultural interviews, and prejudice reduction workshops. The main focus of this article is to really just allow learning to transform a person, and it encourages the person to just change the way that they see themselves, the way that they see the world. And she concludes her article with this quote that says, "It's true that education is not the ultimate lever for social transformation, but without it, transformation cannot occur." So part two of this video really asks, how can building leaders use this information to become inclusive leaders? And of course, it becomes important to summarize the leadership challenge and the 5 different areas of leadership. Of course, it's important to model the way, to lead by examples, to have a principal set procedures in place which will facilitate success for those being led, and also not just to put those in place but be a shining example of those procedures. And then secondly, of course, he talks about inspiring a shared vision and just be really forward thinking, forward moving, and to be competent. Thirdly, challenge the process to be innovative and progressive, and also willing to experiment and take risks. The fourth area is enable others to act, to build teams and strengthen others to work together to accomplish goals. Also giving them the tools that they need to succeed is important, and also to encourage the heart, to cultivate relationships, allow others to grow, and nurture their spirit. The theorist that I chose to study was Terence Steele, and his main focus was about understanding culture and how that is really the key to working in schools, is to understand the aspect in which parents and students are coming from and relate to them right where they're at. And he really had a lot of passion about sharing a vision, inspiring others, and just really being decisive while taking risks at the same time. So from the two resources that I found and things that I've learned in the course, I really feel like I can narrow this down into 5 ways that these ideas can be incorporated into inclusive leadership. First of all, I think it becomes important to lead from the heart and have passion for what you do. Because if you don't have passion for what you do, you're not going to have a drive to help your school succeed or help your teachers to succeed. The second one is just to really be upbeat and positive, even when things, start to weigh you down or you feel like you're in a rut or something like that. It's important to, find that passion and let it lead you forward. The third thing that I think is to just take care of yourself. And if you take care of yourself, you're going to be able to take care of others. Number 4, I have be open and willing to learn and accept new ideas. Always learning new things, meeting new people, just being open and transparent to people, I think really says a lot about your character. And lastly, I believe that's important to take advantage of diversity training. Just any opportunity you have to learn about something that's different than what you are is going to open your mind and just help you to accept other people for who they are. Obviously, with these ideas is going to also present certain challenges. Some things that I came up with, I think that it's difficult. I got this one from the article, and I think it's really good actually. It's difficult for leaders to gain the necessary vocabulary, skills, and knowledge for engaging with a variety of different people. If you don't have anyone teaching you those things, then you sort of have to pick them up as you go along. And it's important to really be intuitive to how people are trying to communicate with you so that you can meet them at on their level. The second one is sometimes principals don't understand that they have an ethical obligation to pursue diversity training and to just really reach out to people and just try to understand them better. The next challenge I found is that personal biases and habits interfere with an authentic appreciation of culture, gender, race, and class. And it's important to identify what those are and to work to move past them. And lastly, I came up with that building leadership training should effectively incorporate diversity training. Thank you for watching this video. Here is a list of my works cited. Thank you.